Hey guys, we have an EPSON Workforce WF-2860 printer, and what EPSON inkjet printers have is the ink waste box. Some people call it the maintenance box, but it's usually just an ink waste box that can be cleaned. And then it also has a counter in the printer that shows like when it's full and it says that it needs to be replaced. You can replace it, but that's not going to change the fact over here on the screen. You will still need to reset it, and we're going to talk about that, but I'm going to show you where it's located and how to remove it, replace it, or clean it. Okay, so this is the 2860 model. I also have similar model, which is the 2850. So a 2850, a 2930, and the original that we had. So they're all going to be very similar when it comes to ink waste box. So that's located on the right side of your printer in the back. So if you look on this side of your printer and in the back, you will find the panel there. Okay, and looking at the back of those printers, this is the panel that I'm talking about. You can see one screw over here. At first you'll notice that it's kind of odd, but it's basically just a flathead screwdriver with a dot in the middle. You don't need any special screwdriver for that. It's just, like I said, it's a flathead. So, and you'll see this icon right here. This is where the ink waste box is. A lot of times on some bigger models, it'll be just accessible where you can just clip it and pull it out. That's where they're at. You can see all three models, it's going to be in the same place. So let's get back to just the 2860 and work on that. Okay, so here I have my flathead screwdriver. It's in there just perfectly. We'll unscrew that, and then you can see how that panel is kind of like popping out, and we can see these screws right here. You can just press there and push it out like that. So when you're, let's see here, so that's where the ink waste tank is over here. You can see this here, you can see the arrow over here. That's the direction of where you remove it. So you're just going to grab it right there and slide it out. You can see the arrow back and forth. So that's in, this is out. This is where the ink drops, the wasted ink, and it'll just absorb into these pads that are installed in there. You will find the numbers over here, the chip over here, and you can open this up if you want to clean it. So what you are going to do is you're going to remove the screw up top. It's a Phillips head screwdriver that you'll need for that. And then it's kind of clipped in everywhere, but you can just slide this up like that and just get it out of all these clips right there. You can do that with the help of a screwdriver like that. You can see where the pads are. Like I said, this one hasn't been used much, but the pads, they just pull, like remove. So if you bought pads, you can remove those. If you want to just go ahead and clean each one, probably soak it in some cleaning solution, then let those dry. I'm not sure how, they should be good after you clean them. They're not going to change too white, of course, unless you bleach them, but as long as you get the ink out and clean this here, you should be good. But once again, in order to remove the message from your screen, you will need to reset it, and that's a process that I wasn't able to find how to do just by, you know, clicking things or going into your computer. I was only able to do that by buying like a $10 reset key. They call it the WIC, which is Waste Ink Counter Reset. So if you just search the internet for WIC reset and then put in your printer model number, you should be able to find something. So like I said, cleaning these pads, you can just run them underwater, clean the box, and then make sure you put everything back together. On these models, they didn't make it too simple, but it's still doable. So if you just start on one end. You can go back over here. The plastic is like semi-flexible, so you should be good there. Just make sure you put it in back into these grooves over here. Push this back. Oops. So finish one side, then go to the other. There we go. Just make sure it's all in, clipped in, without any issues. And after it's all clipped in everywhere, you can just go ahead and put that screw back on top. You're going to slide this back in and make sure you cover this. If your screw is kind of popped out, make sure you kind of, when you put this back in here, make sure you push that one first so it starts going in, because there's this plastic piece right here. If it's just popped out, it's just going to keep on circling and you're going to think that you're screwing it in, but you're not. So just go ahead and slide it back in like that. See, it popped out a little bit. What I'm going to do is just go ahead and push it in so it catches on to the plastic that needs to screw into, and put that back. So that's how you do it on all these models that we mentioned. And if you have the error on the screen, you can check the actual ink waste box and see if it's too much ink in there. If not, just let it run. It shouldn't overfill for a while. Like if you reset it once and keep on using the printer, you should be good. I would clean it before I do the second reset. So search for, like I said, WIC and reset, and then put in your model number, and it should give you options. There's about 2-3 websites that do it. Make sure they're safe, of course. That's why I'm not recommending the actual website, because where I bought it, it was safe, but I don't want to be liable for it. So like I said, just go ahead and research it. I didn't have any problems, and you shouldn't either. It costs about $10 for a reset, so that's how it works. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe to our channel, and comment in the section below. You have a great day.